Do you want to have all the torch flowers and pitcher plants? Maybe you want to decorate a little, or maybe you want to have a flowing field of them. Well, then you'll need a good farm first. Luckily, I'm here to help. In order to find the newest flowers in Minecraft, you'll need the newest Minecraft creature. You see, the mad scientist Mojang thought combining Dumbo and Perry the Platypus together was a good idea. And the community agreed. So now we have the Sniffer. Now, Sniffers don't spawn in the world at all. Instead, you have to search across warm oceans for an ocean ruin. So grab a boat, some doors, a shovel, and most importantly, a brush. Of course, some additional supplies could be helpful, like a respiration helmet, potions of night vision and water breathing, and you may want to bring a shield because drowns spawn here and there's a chance one of them will have a trident. Once you have your supplies and locate a warm ocean ruin, you'll be looking for some suspicious sand. Remember that each block of sus sand will break and not drop anything if the block falls, or if you use a shovel, even if it has silk touch. So be careful. You're going to need to search a lot of them or get real lucky, because you only have a 6.7% chance of digging up a sniffer egg. Once you have found at least 2 of them though, you'll be good to start building this farm. The supplies you'll need for the farm depend on what type of collecting system you're going to use, so let's discuss that first. Sniffers dig up seeds from any diggable block, which include dirt, grass block, podzol, coarse dirt, rooted dirt, moss block, mud, and muddy mangrove roots. For this farm, I'll be showing 2 different ways of doing a collection system. First way will be by using hopper minecarts, which will use less iron, but the second way uses hoppers, which are a lot quieter. First thing you're going to do, no matter which collection system you use, is dig a 10 by 10 hole that's 2 deep. No, not as in like super deep, like 2 blocks deep. So I'm going to go diagonal first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm going to make it square. And once you have a 10 by 10 hole, just make it a second layer deep. Now, before we're done, we're going to take our doors and we're going to put them in the direct center. Really, you can put these anywhere, but this is where I choose to put them. Alright, now that you have a 10 by 10 hole dug and you have your doors up, this is where we split ways on the collection system. So first we're going to cover the hopper minecart method, then we'll cover the hopper method. If you look for the timestamps in the description, you can then skip to whichever method you're going to use, and then skip to the rest of the tutorial. The rest of the farm is built the same way. So, minecart method. We're going to come right next to the door and dig 2 holes here, and we're going to dig it down 3 squares and place the chests right in there. Then we're going to mine out 2 blocks here and place our hoppers, one going into that chest, one going into that hopper. So now you're going to get out your rails and put them all along the edge, right across the hopper, like that, almost like a smiley face looking thing. And about the midpoint, you're going to go ahead and dig out 1 block and put in a redstone block and 3 powered rails. Then snake it back, and you can skip this as far as powered rails go for 2 tracks. Then when you come back here, and get out and put a redstone in there and put more powered rails. Just keep snaking this back, and every 3 tracks, you're gonna put in a redstone block. Oh no! If they link up like that, all you have to do is break it so they don't link up anymore, and then place that down and just keep going. And this last way back, we're going to do the same thing again. And now you have an infinite loop of a minecart track. Minecart with a hopper. You're going to place it on there, give it a push, it'll start moving around. You just infinitely go. Right, so after you got your minecart rail in, it's time to put in the diggable blocks on top. I'm going to use a variety of them just so that you can use all of them. Now you could probably do a better job with it, but this is just an example of all the different blocks you can use. Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to take stairs of your choice. We're going to place it there. That's so you can access the chest without falling in, because there'll be a wall here. But we'll get to that in a second. For the hopper and mud method, you're going to need the 10 by 10 hole that is 2 deep, and then you're going to dig down 2 blocks 2 deep. Not going to go down the additional layer. You're going to come to the hole and put your chest there. Alright, now that we got the chest in place, we're going to put all these hoppers in. First thing you do is take a hopper line coming straight out of the chest. Then, make sure all the hoppers you place go straight into one of the other hoppers, so that all the seeds will funnel down into that chest. Oh. Now all you have to do is place mud. And that's how to build both collection systems. Now we're ready to move on to actually building the farm. Oh, I forgot the stairs again. Just do the same thing. Stairs are your choice. Place them just like that. And with that, we're ready to place the walls. Oh, and if it's not clear, this hopper was just to show that this is the hole where the hopper's in the mud in. And this hopper minecart was just to show that that's what was going over here. Now that we're ready to build the structure, you can put down the snifflet egg. Now you can just put them straight onto the mud, but that'll take about 20 minutes for them to hatch, which is fine. But if you want them to hatch faster, you can just place down moss, put the snifflet eggs on it. It'll grow twice as fast. So about 10 minutes instead of 20. Now all we have to do is enclose this so they can't get out. Make sure you're using solid blocks to encase it. And of course you can decorate this however you wish. Oh, make sure that goes on the corner. Oh, look at that. They're already starting to crack. Alright, now all we're going to have to do is come inside and place torches, because a lit up farm is a happy farm. Now all you have to do is wait for the sniffers to hatch and grow up. Then they will sniff up seeds for you. After you have a couple torch flower seeds, you can use them to breed up more sniffers and fill up the farm. I suggest only breeding about 10 to 12 of them though, because if you have too many, they will have a hard time moving around and the rates can start to drop. So if you really want a lot of sniffers, I would just duplicate this farm instead of making it larger. That way the sniffers have the freedom to move around and find new places to dig. Also, they tend to bunch up in the corners if you have way too many of them. Thank you so much for watching this far, and don't forget to check out my armor trim video where I break down where to find all the smithing templates in this video. I'll also be starting up a new season on the Autocraft SMP very soon, so make sure you're subscribed to see that and many more videos. And please enjoy your new pitcher plants and torch flowers.